Hello everyone, this is Dolly. This is the first time actually to go out in my YouTube channel and have a good live chat with you all. And today I'd like to talk about how the life is like to be a woman living in a Muslim country or a Muslim majority country. So it's too hard and crucial to be a woman living Muslim majority country because it being usual to live as a property. As a woman, you'll be just a property for a man or a guardian, such as Saudi Arabia or any other country in the Middle East. So I'd like to share something with you. It's a video and it's talking about, it's in Arabic. It's talking about an incident happened a few days ago in Egypt. The original video, it's about 8 minutes, talking about an incident happened to a girl in Egypt. She was grabbing garbage in the street, in a public area, and a crowded area, and she unfortunately faced a couple of men harassed her, and people in the street ignored the incident like she's not there. When I saw the video, I remembered what happened to me in 2019 Christmas night when I faced the same situation from a two men. They sexually assaulted me, and they were police officers, by the way. And people ignored the issue. And I thought that because the men who sexually assaulted me were police officers, so maybe men in that street were afraid to talk about it and they walked fast and ran away. But when I saw the video today about that woman in Egypt who had been sexually assaulted by two men in a public, crowded square area in Afayum, and Afayum is a city in Egypt. And people in the street also ignore the issue, like she's not there. So when I saw what happened, I remembered what happened to me 2 years ago, and I was blaming myself all this time. And I thought that it's not, maybe it's not my fault, but it's a main fault in the street. They saw the two police officers assaulted me and they did nothing, but maybe because they were afraid to being caught. It's hard to live in a dictator country as a woman, and you used to be a property for someone, and then after that you face similar situation and you try to find a solution, but you cannot find that solution even if you try to analyze this situation in your mind over and over and over. You find a loop or something, you find anything that you did wrong, and stop blaming yourself. But when you recall the memory every single time in a day and try to find an excuse for those men who saw the police officers assaulting me and did nothing, then you're trying to blame those men and saying after that maybe it's not their fault, maybe it's because they were afraid from police officers, so it's not their fault. You're just trying to see or find an excuse. But after a while, when I saw that video for a woman who had been sexually assaulted by two civilian men in the middle of the street in a crowded area in a public square in a Fayum, I remembered what happened to me, and I thought, maybe it's because the men were police officers, so it's okay to not find someone to defend me or something like that. But when I saw the video for a woman who had been sexually assaulted a few days ago, I just recalled the memory, and now I knew it's not because The people who sexually assaulted me were police officers or not, and the people who sexually assaulted this poor woman were not police officers, were civilians. So I stopped blaming myself and trying to find an excuse or something. I just realized it's not my fault, and it's not even I'm trying to find an excuse or something. It's a society issue, it's a social issue that being a woman living in a Muslim majority country, you cannot find any excuse for anyone because you're all your own. You're all by yourself. You're trying to find something, trying to defend yourself, watching your own back, protect yourself. So the video that I'll share with you right now, it's about a woman who tried to collect the garbage. She from marginalized class, and she was just doing her daily job, and two men, civilian men, stopped in her way, used her vulnerability and sexually assaulted her, and when she even tried to defend herself, they beat her. It's too hard and crucial when I see something like that. So if you face the similar situation, please skip that part. And I don't want to hurt someone, or I will really feel bad if you already face the same situation and you cannot even see it again. I really understand how it looks like because I really faced the same situation, but it wasn't two civilian men, it was two police officers. So here is the video. It's in Arabic and I will translate it in English. The original video actually took 8 minutes, so that video is just a shortcut for a big one. It's a shortcut for the original one. So the two of them, they don't want to even stop assaulting her, but she tried to say no. She tried to push them away, and they didn't even stop. Oh my god, that man kissed her. See? Kissed her. She just like, oh my god. Now she pushed him away. Here was written that she tried to defend herself against those two men who were harassing her. Oh, now she grabbed the rock and pushed it away, threw the rock away to that man who were wearing yellow clothes, yellow t-shirt, and he ran away like a coward. She was by herself and nobody in the street defending her. Oh my. So now, after she tried to defend herself, the other man who was wearing the black t-shirt beat her. It's like you cannot see it because it's blurry, so nobody can see it. But it means that if you a woman and you being harassed and you try to defend yourself, you cannot do it. You just don't have the right to defend yourself, because if you did that thing, he will or they will beat you, because they will just think you asked for it and now you don't want to be harassed, so we're gonna beat you. Oh my god, it's crazy. So after that, the incident in social media, people think it's crazy, and people were so rageous and angry about what happened. And some activists actually talked about it in social media in the comments, and they said how there is no one in the street. It was in a public area, and how no one in the street tried to defend that poor woman. Another person said there is no a responsible man, a civilian man, or a man from a military try to defend that woman. But it's something usual to be a woman in a Muslim majority country. You cannot find a kind of peace or safe, even if you're just going on the street as a woman from marginalized class try to do her daily job, like collecting garbage, or even if you're from the middle class and trying to go to your work and do your daily life routine, and you'll face the same issue because no one will understand how it looks like to be a woman living that kind of hell. It's really hell for women. So Muslim country are not safe for women. You cannot feel safe if you're a woman, whether you are Muslim or ex-Muslim or even belongs to LGBT plus community. And I just like to say you're not alone, and we all here support you. We all here hear you. We all here know you. You're not alone. If you think that you're alone as a woman, whether like belong to LGBT plus community or a Muslim or ex-Muslim woman, face the same situation or similar situation, you're not alone. You're not alone. We all supporting you. You are not alone. Thank you. And I would just like to add something in the end of the video before I end it, that I'd like to say, whether you're ex-Muslim or Muslim, or whether who you are or where you are, but live in Muslim majority country or conservative family, whenever you are, you're not alone. You can share your story. You can say your story. They cannot intimidate us. They cannot silence us. We all here. We exist and we speak. We stand out against patriarchy. Thank you, everyone.